this book, How Successful People Grow, John C. Maxwell reveals 15 ways to get ahead in life. And in our first video, we have already seen 8 ways to get ahead in life. And the rest of today's video, we're going to see the rest of the 15 ways to get ahead in life. The number 9th way of how successful people grow is grow from the inside out. He said, character growth determines the height of your potential growth. Character growth determines the potential height of your personal growth. Grow from inside out. You need to work on your character. You need to know that character is what makes you, is what defines you. You need to shape and reshape your character. Or maybe you might not have the best character displays that you need to have presently. You need to shape it, reshape it, resize it. Grow from the inside out. The inside man is way more important than the outside man. The inside man is the character of the man. So character growth determines the height of your personal growth. Grow from the inside out. The next way Joseph Maxwell shares it with us on how to get ahead in life is get used to stretching yourself. He said, growth stops when you lose the tension between where you are and where you could be. Get used to stretching yourself. Get used to making yourself uncomfortable. Get used to making yourself move from one level to a higher level. Stretch yourself. How big are you presently? I think you need a bigger size. How knowledgeable are you presently? I think you need a better knowledge. You need to grow in your knowledge. You need to grow in your present. Get used to stretching yourself. Don't remain 1.1 cm by 1.1 cm. You might be there right now, but there is a possibility of you moving from 1.1 cm by 1.1 cm to 10.1 cm by 10.1 cm. Get used to stretching yourself, because this is how successful people grow. The next one he shares with us is make smart trade-offs. He said, you have to give up to grow up. In order to grow up, you have to give up. What are the trade-offs? What are the trades that you have now that you need to let go of? There are some kind of mindset you have presently you need to trade off. There are some characters that you have right now that you need to trade off. There are some habits that you have right now that you need to trade off. There are some one thing or the other that you have, they are not helping you get ahead in life. In other words, they are making you be intimidated. They are making you feel less of yourself. They are making you hide your head. They are making you feel ashamed of yourself. You need to make some trade-offs. He advised, make smart trade-offs. It could be some clique of friends. It could be some choices that you have made. It could be some things that you have in your possession. You need to make smart trade-offs of these things so as to get ahead in life. You need to give up in order to grow up, Joseph Maxwell said. The next one he shares with us, learn to ask more questions. Learn to ask more questions. He said, growth is stimulated by asking why. Growth is stimulated by asking why. The one who asks questions is the one who gets answers. If you don't have answers to your questions and you refuse to ask those questions, you will end up living with those questions unanswered. And in other words, you will end up having stunted growth. Learn to ask more questions. Joseph Maxwell said, successful people grow by asking more questions. Growth is stimulated by asking why. Don't feel anyhow that you're asking why. Don't feel intimidated by asking why. Don't feel anyhow by asking why. Ask why so as to get answers to your questions. This is how successful people grow. The next way of getting ahead in life, he said, find a good mentor. It's hard to improve when you have no one but yourself to follow. Find a good mentor. A mentor is one who is ahead of you in everything that you are doing. A mentor is someone who can possibly give you a right standing advice on area of your concentration. Find a good mentor. Remember, Joseph Maxwell says, a good mentor. Find them, they are out there. They will lead you, they will guide you. Mentors are like manuals of equipment that is meant to be used. When you use them, when you use the manual, when you consult with the manual, you can possibly have a good usage of whatsoever property or appliance you have. That's what a mentor is. One who is a guide to you in any career, in any area of pursuits. Find a good mentor. This is how successful people grow, and this is one way you can get ahead in life. And finally, he shares with us on this book of how successful people grow. He said, help others reach their potentials. Help others reach their potentials. By helping others, you are helping yourself. He added, growing yourself enables you to grow others. If you do well to grow others, you will discover more capacity on your inside. Help others reach their potentials. And if you help them to reach their potentials, they in turn will help you reach your potentials. This is how successful people grow.